DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
21-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Brissett sheds off the tackle, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And he goes down right there. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now from the 21. On the ground, it's Mack. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Fighting Hilton on the slant. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, a run by Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Mack, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
On second down, it's Mack. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 40.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
False start backs him up 5. First and 15. The give to Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Brissett. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First down, Mack. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Out of bounds.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, You have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
Devontae Freeman, 87 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Josh Lambo.
After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down. Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he's a 1,000-yard runner in 2019, and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
He shows you right there. He can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That's a gain of
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Freeman here to begin the drive. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score.
Well, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Second quarter.
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. The fly route works for the T.D. Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Play action now. Brissett. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 40.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down, Brissett. He sets to fire deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Freeman. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Devontae Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Colts 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? That'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The 30-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
For 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always said about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A first down throw for Brissett. This throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and it's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The 28-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run with Mack. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
25, Marlon Mack.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Brissett. He's got his tight end, Burton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Brissett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Made by Bobby.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Brissett on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Gain of 27.
A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Freeman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Devontae Freeman. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking deep for Hilton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. First down, Mack.
Number 25.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Woods on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now
from the 45 on second down. Brissett. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. To throw, Brissett. Complete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Flushed out right. The receiver is brought down. Josh Allen, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter,
his kick
and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they'll indeed take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
On for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
this one through. But hang on, flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Second and 11.
Today's final score, Jaguars 52.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything